All right, and welcome everybody to another behind the scenes of Shadow City Mysteries House of Skye, where we slowly introduce you to each of our players. This time we are talking with Katie Downey. Hello,
Hello.
Katie. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Katie Downey, also go by Goblin Katie. You can find me on all the socials at Goblin Katie. I am a TTRPG and variety streamer. I absolutely love games of all sorts, and I'm super excited about Shadow City.
All right, you covered a lot of stuff right there, but let's see about your history with tabletop RPGs and role playing games. When did you get started?
I started playing back in the 80s. I played second edition, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, a little bit of 3, and I was gone before 3.5 because I got into LARPing. And that pretty much ate my weekends. So I kind of moved away from tabletop. In 2018, a friend of mine, Dustin Fletcher, reached out to me and said, "Hey, we're going to do a stream. Do you want to play D&D?" And I said, "Yeah, what's a stream?" So I wound up doing that. Shortly after, I had another friend contact me and ask me about doing a podcast. So I got to doing that and just started meeting a lot of folks through it and wound up getting really back into TTRPGs. And I've gotten to work with a whole bunch of companies, both Wizards of the Coast and third party and independent games. So
Nice.
I've really just sort of dove back in face first, and I've been loving it.
Very cool. Do you remember your first TTRPG character?
I do. Her name was Mara. It was a kind of a homebrew system that was created by a mutual friend of ours, Jonathan Banish.
Oh,
And I started playing Mara in this campaign. There was no magic in the world except for, I think it was 5 girls. And my character was tied to fire. And it was so much fun. It got me hooked. I went from being a big theater nerd to being a big RPG nerd.
fair enough. I mean, I think that Venn diagram is not fully a circle, but pretty
It
close.
was a pretty good
So
overlap. Yeah.
yeah. And what excites you about role playing in general?
I really like getting to explore different mindsets and different psychologies and exploring identities through role play. Like I said, I was a big theater nerd, so characterization has always been a blast to me. And the ability to kind of make my own characters, to try out new things and ideas, it's almost addictive to me.
Interesting. So what drew you to this actual play project?
I'm sorry, can you repeat it?
So sure. What drew you to this actual play project?
Oh,
The
well,
House of Sky.
I happen to know a couple of the people involved in creating this game, and so I had an interest in it from the get go because I got to hear bits and pieces early on.
Hmm.
When the decision to do the TTRPG version was put forth, I was on board from the get go. As soon as the Kickstarter went live, I was on it, and
It's true.
as it's developed and come further, I have just been absolutely immersing myself in it. So this the idea of doing a stream for it, I leapt at. It was no question.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate that. And we're very happy to have you on board.
Thank
So
you.
how do you think playing in a noir setting is going to feel different than other genres you played?
I think one of the biggest draws for this particular I've played noir games before, and I love them. I love the dark, gritty kind of aspect to them. But with Shadow City, the idea that it's not just, in your head, this black and white smoky world, but it literally is a black and white smoky world with hints of color here and there. And I feel like that would kind of adjust the perception and mentality of being in that world day to day, because it's not vibrant and lush. It's very industrial, and there's a heaviness that comes from that I'm really interested in exploring
Gray skies every day.
every day.
So I know you're just starting out with your character, and we haven't really gone into any sessions yet. But when you were making your character, do you see yourself in your character, or are you thinking they're going to be very different from you?
I think they're going to be different. When I was designing Quinn, part of me was like, okay, what do we not have in the group? What can I do to kind of not step on anyone else's toes, or balance the party, basically. And so I was looking over the options and realized I've never played like the muscle before. And the idea of playing somebody with that sort of mentality in a world that is so harsh in its way, I thought it would be really interesting to try something that is so different from what I normally play, with the setting being so unique. I felt like I wanted to kind of branch out and play outside of my comfort zone.
Totally. And so, I mean, you kind of went into why you picked the class, but maybe describe a little bit of the class you picked, and like what were you thinking? Like why besides not doing what everyone else did, there were other options. So I'm just kind of curious why you went with.
I really liked the Court of Rats. I think that is just an awesome faction. I think it's fascinating. I think it is very widespread as far as possible interests. And when I was looking, once I decided that I wanted to play a heavy, I was kind of looking over the different options for that. And the idea of being just a straight up muscle, just being basically like an enforcer, if you will, for a criminal organization. I was looking through that, and the characterization obviously grabbed me. When I was looking through the abilities, I thought that the thug subclass carried so many options, not just to make my own character stronger, but to also boost the group and kind of bring everybody into more effective ability in combat.
It's true. I don't think it's called Boot Party, but literally there's practically an ability that's a bunch of people punching and kicking and jabbing into each other. The more people you have with you, right? So
pandemonium.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I really enjoyed when we put that subclass together. I like that one a lot.
It's solid. I like it a lot.
So again, I know Quinn's just starting out, but if they had a signature drink, what would it be?
If Quinn had a signature drink, I think it would have to be an old fashioned.
Okay. All right.
It'd be something that, to me, I'm not a bourbon person. Bourbon is not my jam, but I feel like it just clicked in my head that they would very much be kind of looking for a lower grade liquor, because you're not really fancy. And so it made sense to me that it would be something like that, with you got the bitters and
Mhm.
I can't imagine there's an orange peel in Shadow City, but
There's a citrus peel, just like they just can't tell if it's orange or not.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
the thing because of the black
yeah.
and
That's
white, which is something we'll figure that out. It's fine. A
well,
lot
it's
of
kind of neat to. I hadn't considered that until just now. Like the idea that you still call it an orange when that disconnect for the color is there. That's
yeah, I mean everything's based on shape, and taste at that point, right?
yeah.
Like you're just like, I hope this is an orange.
Is this an orange or a grapefruit?
Yeah,
We'll find out.
many a breakfast has been ruined by that. This thing, should I add more sugar to this orange or this grapefruit? I don't know.
This tequila sunrise is terrible.
It's true. I think people avoid it altogether, or they're just very clear packaging on all the crates. So
Like big block letters.
Big block letters, yeah, like 100%. So, also, again, I know it's early, but in your early thinkings of Quinn, do you think that they're more of a planner or an improviser?
I think Quinn is a doer.
All right,
Quinn
all right.
is sort of they had a history of kind of having to fend for themselves and
Mhm.
taking care of themselves. And so I feel like now that they're older and wiser, they are 32, so
Mm.
they've got a little experience under their belt.
Some years,
Um,
but
but
yeah.
yeah,
Still
yeah.
got lots of living ahead, but
Oh,
they've
still
got
has tons of they're not old and broken like me. Um, they are,
right there
um,
with you. So don't worry about
yeah.
that.
Um, and I forgot the question. I'm sorry.
Oh, are they more of a planner or an improviser?
Oh, yes.
You were saying doer. So
Yes, they're a doer. They recognize that they are not the brightest candle in the opera. And so they are much more comfortable with someone else doing the planning, and then they will make it happen.
yeah, I think
So
so.
I suppose improviser would fit out of the two because
So, yeah,
it's like a big improv fight.
yeah. I find,
Oh,
just get electrically shocked. What happened there? That sounded like a.
that was my I had an alarm that went off.
Oh well. All
I'm
right.
so sorry.
Well, you're ready for it, so
I am.
no
Yes.
problem. So before we do a little bit more description into Shadow City and then also a typical day, if Quinn had to pick a theme song right now, going in wide-eyed, bushy-tailed, not broken, what would the theme song be for them going into this actual play?
The song I found that kind of gets me
Mm-hmm.
into her headspace, and it's kind of weird because the lyrics aren't really what clicks it. It's more the music and the melody.
Okay.
Would be oh God, who's the band? I'm sorry. The band is it's actually from the
is it Tay Tay Shake It Out? Is that the one you're thinking of?
no, I
Oh,
wish.
yeah.
It's from Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, all right.
And because I absolutely love that movie.
Yeah,
It is
I think
wonderful.
you
It's
should.
Black
If
Sheep.
you've seen it, you should love it for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't
Black
seen it,
Sheep
go
by
see it.
Metric.
Black Sheep by Metric.
Yes.
Okay. Now
And
everybody
it's
go
just
put that
kind of it's got a good beat, and it's got kind of the I don't really care. I don't need you.
All right.
You are, but it's not something I concern myself about, sort of thing.
All right. Well, everyone should go give that a listen right now
It is
or
a great
before. There you go.
Listen to the version with Brie Larson singing, because that's the one that
There
I
you go.
jammed to.
She was pretty awesome in that movie.
She was so good. Everybody was.
Everyone was. True.
They were babies, but they were so good.
It's true. I'm still a huge Brie Larson fan, regardless of all the haters out
She's
there.
awesome. I love that woman.
Yeah. All right. Well, before we get into a typical day of Quinn, I wanted to, for those who are just kind of checking us out, not fully familiar, we've talked about some things, and I think a couple things that I think are important to note about Shadow City Mysteries and the setting itself. One we alluded to is that the world itself has no color. So it's black and white, monochromatic, with only punches of color that come from metallics in the world. And purple is our danger color, right? So color, though, is said to, it's been centuries since color left the world. The church teaches that the death of color was the final curse of the goddess of darkness upon her defeat by the gods of light. It lingers as a sign to be ever vigilant against the lure of evil. What else could be lost if the gods must intervene again on so grand a scale? People of science claims it's something strange about how light refracts in the atmosphere, and one day they hope that rocketry and photography improve to the point that they can confirm whether color can still be seen from space. Neither can truly explain why some things, the high-tech and the mystical, still show in color. The day-to-day life of citizens as the world is of monochromatic. Pops of color from turnstone-infused objects draw every eye in appreciation, while color, where no tech should be, breeds fear of arcane threats, hidden beneath the popular veneer of science. So that then kind of leads into Turnstone. What's Turnstone? Well, Shadow City Mysteries is part of an IP and brand and franchise, and our bigger game that we're working on is subtitled A Clockwork Noir, which means that we have clockwork in our world. So besides the noir, so we focus a lot on the noir, but the clockwork is a big emphasis of our world as well. So not long after the War of the Gods came the discovery of Solargeum, commonly just called Turnstone. This semi-hard rock is permanently oriented to face the sun, revolving once every 24 hours and grinding itself in the smooth sand rather than allow any force to stop its turning. Initially, it was something of a curiosity. Shards of it could be used to unerringly tell time, and a big enough slice could power a mill. But under any significant load, such as gearing to transform a 24-hour rotation into a faster one, the rock tends to pulverize itself against the metal. The Industrial Revolution came when scientists figured out two key tricks: blending and infusing the turnstone dust and the harder metals, and a semi-mystical trick of using mirrored plates to allow it to rotate along any reference point. Power was now reliable, portable, and endless. Turnstone's only limitation is the science of metallurgy. Increasingly small, intricate, or powerful devices put strain on the gearing that requires increasingly durable metals to house the Solargeum. Power never runs out, but gears can strip out. Every year, the world's scientists and engineers make breakthroughs in what clockwork is capable of. Other sciences, such as chemistry, have lagged from what might be expected in an early modern society due to the sheer ease of making discoveries of new applications for clockwork. Society has automobiles, electricity, clockwork-wound weapons, and even intricate cybernetic prosthetics and automatons made of countless tiny gears. One of the properties of Turnstone that scientists can use, but not explain, is that it responds to human will. A prosthetic arm or leg powered by Solargeum works as well or better than the original, with no clear reason for the interface with human nerves. The real problem with Turnstone is that it's needed for everything. Having long exhausted its own reserves of the mineral, the globe's sole superpower, Vesipon, embarks on wars across the planet with increasingly thin pretexts in order to open up new mines for the material. And so, Vesipon is the name of the nation in which Shadow City exists, which is also known as Serato. But now, knowing a little bit more about the world itself, let's learn a little bit more of a day of the life of Quinn Copperpaw in Shadow City. So, Quinn, how does your day usually start in Shadow City?
Well, I wake up usually pretty early in the morning. My job has me doing things before most of the folks are out on the streets, and so typically wake up around maybe 4 in the morning. Roll out of a very worn bed, old mattress. The bed frame itself is old wood frame. It's got tons of dings and dents in it, spots where I've picked away at it over the years, laying there just sort of thinking and scratching at the wood with my thumb. The first thing I do after I get up is go slap some water across my face, get myself going, put on my usual outfit of what was once a white shirt, some suspenders to hold up my breeches. It's kind of pointless to try to look like a lady in this city when you're doing what I do. And frankly, I'm just more comfortable in these style of clothes. Function, comfort, that's more of what I'm interested in. I'll head out, go downstairs to a corner market, grab a cup of coffee, chat with a few folks running stalls, see if anything interesting's going on. And then I head to the Lowlander to meet up with my team.
All right. Well, when you get to the Lowlander, you're looking about. It seems your team isn't normally it normally would be there and should be there. Isn't about at the moment. But the bartender sees you and calls you over, and pours a morning drink for you, and kind of goes, there's some folks in the corner wanted to speak with you. They sent your team away for a little bit. Said they had business with you. Paid them real well. So, but they told me that they'd be nearby and not too far away. So,
do you know who they're with?
No, never seen them before. They're very fancy, a little too fancy for this place. But I mean, they got that little thing on their lapel, but I couldn't quite make it out. But looks sort of like the symbols of those fancy people up in the richer parts of the neighborhood wear.
All right, well,
but you can't miss them though. It's a pale person with a parasol and a very large man with an iron jaw.
A parasol.
Well, metal jaw. It doesn't actually look iron. Yeah, parasol.
That's a new one for this part of town. All right. Just anybody else here, or is it just them? Did they pay off everybody to leave?
No, just no. There's other people here. There's just it's just you're the folks that you would be expecting to have ready for you. All
right. Well, I guess I'll go say hello.
All right.
Thanks. And she'll take her cup and kind of and she'll get up and I'm sorry, they'll get up and start making their way over there.
Yeah, no problem. As you're making your way over there, you can make a perception roll if you like.
Okay. And let's see, that is a 10.
All right. Surprised I didn't hear it. All right, but so
she will actually she's gonna pull her hat out of her pocket and
they're gonna pull their hat out of their pocket. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes.
No problem.
I apologize. This is my first time playing a they them character, and I'm a little nervous, so I keep defaulting back to my pronouns. But
no,
yes,
it's all good. It's all good. So in the corner though, with any roll, you'll notice that there is a pale figure draped in fine kimono styled silks paired with perfectly pressed trousers. Mm-hmm. And they have a delicate parasol in one hand. And they have a tiny stylish hat perched just so atop their head. You can see that they have watchful eyes that are taking in every detail of the room. And you do notice a small crest that rests neatly on their lapel. And it's the only symbol they appear to be wearing.
Can I tell what it is?
Not. Maybe make a history roll, but give me 1 second before you do that.
Yeah.
And then next to them, so they're seated at the table. But next to them is a tall man in a sleeveless button-up shirt and suspenders. Their frames made broader by they have unnatural size prosthetic arms. They have a bowler hat that kind of shades part of their face, though the glint of a mechanical jaw is unmistakable. So really the only thing that's human, like not metal of them, seems to be their upper face and their eyes.
Okay.
Their clothes are pressed and spotless. Their shoes are polished to a mere shine. And they carry themselves with the posture of a soldier and the silence of a watchman. They too have a crest on their suspender. And you said you rolled a 10. Let me just see. You do notice up in the rafters, you're not 100% sure how it got there, but there is a large raven. It has a cataract eye that gives it a strange look, and its gaze feels oddly fixed, sharper than what you're used to with most birds.
Okay.
But it's not totally odd. The lowlander is a little drafty at times, and so it's quite possible for birds to get into the rafters if they needed to or wanted to. Yeah.
I have the gentleman sounds very like he would stand out and have some sort of reputation. Have I ever heard of him?
Roll history to see if you know anything about them.
I'm not great at history.
Well, does it?
Wow.
Well,
I got a better score. That's an 11.
Yeah. So, you've heard rumors of a man who was dishonorably discharged under mysterious circumstances, and that their name was Hans, and this might match that individual.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will. I'll kind of make my way over there. Kind of keeping my head tilted.
Okay. And one other note is that he has an insignia that's etched into his prosthetics that's of Vesiponian military in origin.
Okay.
Yeah. Navy specifically. But
yeah. All right. I will make my way over to them.
Okay.
And once I get to the table, Quinn just kind of stands there and looks at them and raises an eyebrow.
The pale individual in front of you just looks steady and with a faint smirk. Quinn Copperpaw, you carry yourself like the court raised you, but the truth runs deeper. You are Skye blood. House Skye has taken an interest in you, and it is time you claimed more than the scraps from the gutter. And then the large man who you think is Hans, Skye estate at week's end. There will be others.
This is a bit unexpected. How do you know?
Well, we keep track of all of Eston Skye's descendants.
What makes you think I would want any part of this?
Well, you think the court gave you everything, gave you survival. But survival is not legacy. House Skye offers more than survival. It offers place, power, a family that opens doors the rats can never touch.
Do I have to start dressing like that?
Oh, no. We wouldn't expect that at all.
What do I get for showing up?
A conversation.
And I get to leave if I want?
Of course.
Who else is going? Anybody I know?
That I'm not sure. I know of you, but I don't know your business. That's not my job.
Any other court members?
Oh no, you would be the only one of those.
What's that pin you got there?
Oh, this is the symbol of the House Skye.
You paying?
It can be, yes. I mean, being a member of the family comes with great benefits.
Like what?
Well, lodging if you wish, regular stipends, uh, access to individuals you wouldn't have had access to before. And granted, we know that the court has great reach, but there are still some people beyond their reach. Not
Sure.
in House Skye.
So, am I sworn to secrecy on this?
No, of course not. We know that you have business and your loyalties and things that you need to make aware. So
Then why'd you
remember.
send my team away?
Oh well, we wanted you to make that choice. No need to spread your business to anybody else if you don't wish it.
Thanks for that. And they turn and look at Hans.
Hans looks at you.
Military man, huh?
Yes, with great duty.
Hey, what are your names?
I am Hans.
Thought so.
And the other one says, Miss Dreadmire.
All right, all right. Anything you can tell me about what I should expect?
Well, just note that this summons is not an offer. It is the next step into a life far larger than you imagined.
Oh, what makes you think I'm looking for a new life?
I think you will once you see what the potential is. At that point, they slide a black folded card. It has the same crest that's on their lapel, pressed in burnished gold, and slides it over to you.
They reach down and take it and kind of flip it around.
It says, by the will of Eston Skye, your presence is required at the Skye estate at week's end. Attend and take your place in the legacy of House Skye.
Required, huh?
Eston tends to be a bit theatrical.
All right. Well, if I don't have anything else to do, I'll be there.
We hope to see you. And congratulations, Quinn. You have just been handed your ticket to a whole new life. Blood ties open doors no blade or broken bone ever could. Accept, and you will learn what it means to wield more than muscle. You will learn what it means to wield legacy. And with that, they rise, they tap their parasol once on the floor before turning and kind of walk away. Hans lingers on you, though, and waits, measuring you before he follows. At that point, also the bird lets out a single low croak and then beats its wings and disappears into the rafters. If there's anything else you want to, any other observations or things that you would like to do before they leave, you may.
I want to watch Hans and just try to assess as he's moving any sort of if he's got any sort of stiffness or any sign of basically looking for if I had to jump him, what would I hit first? Does he have a weakness, a weak spot?
So I'll just give you, so while you're studying, so some things you notice is that his prosthetics, his whole body seems to be a prosthetic. In fact, if you didn't see his eyes, you would believe that he was an automaton. Like the other thing that's to note is his prosthetics do not appear to be made of iron or brass. They're dulled. It looks like they have the least amount of turnstone necessary to operate. and it looks like they're definitely bespoke, and they look to be more expensive than what a retired military man could make on their own.
Sure.
So, yeah.
I'm sorry. I just watched Avengers the other day, and I just remembered Rocket telling, yeah,
about Bucky's arm. Yeah, yeah. So he's got the whole shebang, right?
Yeah,
so it's definitely a thing. His eyes, maybe take out his eyes if you're going to go for anything. That's the only thing.
What color are his eyes? Oh wait, they're gonna be gray. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a shade of gray.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the one thing is, if you are because you are studying him, is that you do see that beyond the hard exterior of all the prosthetics or whatever, there actually seems to be a softness in his eyes that's very different than the presence that he puts forth.
Yeah.
And so there's definitely a human behind the eyes of Hans.
Okay. Ooh, interesting. All right. Once they exit, I will walk back over to the bar and kind of sit there and wait, I do have a cup. Sit there and kind of mull over what was discussed and finish my drink. They set the empty glass on the bar.
Do you tap it? Does the bartender go another pour, or
no? I gotta go find some folks.
Yeah. He tells you where he said they'd be down at the bodega down in the corner. So,
right. And what would be like a typical tip or payment for something like that?
For
my morning. My morning.
Or no, for your morning drink. Oh, they just put it. I mean, you're a regular there, so they assume you have a tab running and that you just pay it on the week.
Perfect. Okay.
Then also your tattoos show that you're so. Usually people are. Don't get me wrong. People don't give everybody free things for being in a court, but generally people understand that like if there's a problem with a member of the court, then they just take it to the court and they take care of it. So
it's organized.
It's organized. It's organized crime. So it doesn't pay for people that are doing what they need to be doing with the court. And this is totally court territory. So yeah.
All right. I'm going to head to the bodega then. And as Quinn's walking, they kind of keep an eye out around him. Just curious now at this point because somebody's been paying attention. So they're now a little uneasy about if they're being watched.
Sure. I mean, you see the tip. You see people, but nobody's paying attention to you. You see ravens. You're maybe a little bit more hyper about ravens, but you don't see that weird raven. That raven was very large and had molted feathers and looked very old. And you probably don't know much about ravens, but you're like that raven was weird.
Sick.
Yeah, you don't see any sickly old ravens that shouldn't be floating around anywhere. Like, but you are aware that there, like Shadow City, Sarada has like a way more raven population than probably anywhere else in the world, and that's mostly because everyone's kind of heard that the Society of Ravens uses them as messengers in communication. Yeah, but so the rumor goes. Nobody's ever actually seen it in play very often, but that's seems to be a thing.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no. And then the bodega. I mean, again, it was like right on the corner, so it's not far at all for you to go. And you see the rest of your crew kind of hanging out. Like they bought the nice sandwiches, and they bought the and the nice smokes and everything. Hey Quinn,
look at you all fancy.
Hey Quinn, yeah. No, some people told us to take a powder, so we went off for a little bit and got some sandwiches.
Where's mine?
Here you go. And they got one for you. Yeah. Now they know better. They
nice. Quinn takes it and starts eating and
Yeah.
just not even bothering with any sort of niceties or
No.
blatantly talking with a chunk of sandwich in her mouth. So, what'd they tell you?
So they had business with you. They looked a little too fancy. Well, one looked a little too fancy to really, I don't think, give you any trouble, and then the other one looked too big for us to want to make any trouble at the moment. So,
Did you recognize who the big guy was?
the big guy? No, we haven't seen anybody. I mean, you know, there's not a lot of folks that look like that. I mean, it couldn't be that guy that everyone used to talk about. You think?
Hans, yeah.
Oh, Hans is in town.
Like it to me.
Yeah.
And he did say that was his name.
Oh. Wow. Yeah, that guy, he doesn't come into the city that often, but every time he does, people talk about him, that's for sure.
Mm.
And anybody who's been in the military, which is everybody, has heard some stories every once in a while about it. But the story always changes. Nobody ever knows exactly what it is. Killed a bunch of people, killed his main officer, killed spent some time in jail. At some point in time, some have alluded to treason, but I don't know about all that. He wouldn't be walking around in the city if it was treason. So
yeah, no kidding. They say anything while you guys were standing there, or just perfectly quiet?
no, I mean the big one didn't say anything. He just grunted a lot. But the other one, I don't know. They moved very precisely. Like everything was controlled. Little moment. I could tell that they might have been actually signaling things, but it wasn't to the big guy. I don't know who they were signaling to. And then they didn't really say much though. They just kind of once they passed the money over to us to go get these sandwiches for you, and us. We stepped out and they stepped into the corner booth. But I mean, I don't know too much about too much, but one thing I do know is they picked a good spot in the lowland to keep an eye on the door and everything else that was going on. So they definitely got more smarts than some of the peoples I know.
Yeah. Wow. What were we doing today? Anything interesting?
No, I think we're just collecting this week's batch. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Not a lot happens on Tuesday.
Yeah. All right, good. Let's go take care of that, and then I gotta go talk to some folks about some stuff.
All right, sounds good. And they go off, and you go on to your local places. It's a smooth day. Nobody causing any problems. Everybody handing over their little envelopes, their books and so forth. Well, however they decide to pass it on over to you.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Was there anything else you want to do?
Yeah. Once we finish that, I'd like to go find somebody that I report to in the court.
Sure. It'd be probably one of the knights within the court. And they'd be like, you could go to you would go to the Rat's Den, which is, where is that? Settlers Hill. Sorry, not the Rat's Nest. The Rat's Nest. At Settlers Hill. And I mean that's where the king operates out of, but generally you don't see him there. He has an area in the back but all of his other folks are always there. And if you have anything you have to announce or present or whatever, that's where you would go. With a chance if it's not your regular person you would report to, anybody of importance would probably be there to talk to. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go. I will drop off the donations for the morning, and I'm just gonna say, hey, what do you know about House Skye?
They're dead.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Apparently they're not.
Not a whole lot of them.
I
What?
don't know. I just got
The,
told that
the matriarch, her producer husband, all the kids, they're all dead. They've been dead for years. She just croaked a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Apparently, what's his name is back or something. I got a letter and a visit this morning.
What's his name? What's his,
Yeah,
what is his name?
S something. Eston?
Eston. Oh, that guy.
Yeah,
I thought he was dead too.
I did too.
He hasn't been in the city for years.
Yeah, well, I got summoned to go see him.
What, like? Really?
Like, apparently he's dramatic and told me that I am required. My attendance is required.
Oh, well, ain't you miss the fancy pants?
Yeah, well, keep it in mind. But yeah, I figured I'd let you know. They're saying that I'm apparently I'm a member of the house.
Oh, look at you.
I know.
Getting summons,
Getting summoned.
getting fancy pantses.
Yeah, I ain't wearing the fancy pants.
Yeah,
it ain't happening.
They might require it. I don't think they let you into that kind of neighborhood without some fancy.
They try
pants.
to put me in those things. I'm gonna split them every time.
Wow, that's gonna get expensive. You're gonna
not
have
for
to.
me.
Well, not for you because exactly. You're gonna have like a full-time tailor, just stitching up those pants all the time. So that's not bad. So that's happening. When is that happening?
Friday.
Yeah, end of the week. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
At least shouldn't interfere with any of the activities for this week.
Okay. Yeah. That's good. The king will be happy about that. He doesn't like his jobs being interfered with. But you've been doing a good one, getting the monies. So
I know where my priorities lay.
Yeah, that's all that matters, at least to the court.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just figured I should let you know.
All right. Huh. Interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figure maybe it can be useful to the court. Apparently, the lady said it would open doors that we couldn't get through.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a few buildings we're not allowed into, mostly in the really nice parts of town. Do you know where you're going?
No, just the Skye estate.
Oh, out in Silverwood. That place is a mess.
Sounds like the right kind of place for me then.
Yeah, I mean, even though the old matriarch died a couple of weeks ago, they haven't been keeping that place up for quite a few years. Not since her husband died. So,
all right. Hey, how'd she die? Is it just age?
Supposedly, natural causes. Huh. I mean, she was like 80 something. So,
how old is he then?
He's like, I don't know. Probably was the younger brother, so less than 80 something.
All right. Well, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. All right.
And I'll let you know what happens. If you need anything else, hit me up.
All right, we'll do.
Hey,
where to
Hans
find you?
is in town.
Hans, haven't heard that name in a long time. I'll pass it on to the boss.
Yeah.
I think he used to know him.
All right.
So, all right.
Give him my regards.
Of course.
And I will head out.
You head out and then your day goes normal. Blah, 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 and the rest of the week goes normal. Blah, 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 blah. Nobody bothers you or anything like that. You do. I mean, occasionally, if you do pop into the rat's nest or whatever, you know your boss mentioned it to other people, and some other people, they don't give you like a side eye, but they're paying a little bit more attention to you than normal because it's an interesting topic. But nobody's like saying anything to you or mentioning it. But word has gotten out amongst the rats, and
that's fine.
So, let me see. Do I have this set up correctly? I probably do not. Let's do this real fast. There we go. You cannot see that, can you? Let's do this one instead real fast. It's a little bit better. Not much better, but let's see. let me not do the thing I did earlier, which Steven made fun of me of, which is I moved the entire upper. So you're right now at regularly you're on the Rat's Nest, which is in Settlers Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Settlers Hill used to be like really nice. It was like the settlers, like, so it was all like the really rich people, and then somebody moved into the neighborhood and started the neighborhood just kind of go downhill from there.
Yep.
So, and then earlier you were at the Lowlander, which is on here too. Sorry.
It's also in Settlers Hill, I think.
It is. It's actually right down the street, not too far. So Lowlander's right there. But you on Friday night are gonna have to go all the way out here in Silverwood. So as you notice, there's not like a lot of there's train lines and metro, but they kind of stop, and then you can probably take a taxi out to the Skye Estate.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about 30 minutes out of town. So
Okay.
yeah. So not the farthest thing. I mean, there's things that are way further out, but
far enough that I don't want to walk it.
You definitely don't want to walk it. Yeah, you probably want to take a ride, and you probably you'd probably be thinking about, man, if I did live out this way, how the hell would I get back and forth all the time? So something to take.
Steal a car.
I need to steal a car. They'll never look for it. They'll never look for it in Silverwood. That's for sure. So how would you like to? So, question for you: would you like to arrive early, late, on time, and how would you like to get out that way?
I want to arrive early.
Okay.
And I want to kind of look around and just kind of scope out, if there's security, if it's walled, how I would get out if I had to.
So as you get dropped off, I don't know, like if you get dropped directly or maybe a little bit away, so you could walk up a little bit away. Yeah, that's fine. The estate is huge. It is quite large. But and it is walled. And it definitely looks like at least to the main entrance and the immediate facilities that look to be in operation, there's extra security there. Like some of it is automated. Some of it looks like are people, like guards, kind of thing. What you do notice though is the estate is huge, but only the very front center of the estate is lit at the moment. Which is interesting because in Vesipon they use clockwork, and clockwork is unlimited energy, and literally if they wanted to, they could keep everything lit all the time. And the only time they don't keep things lit is when they're in disuse or there's no point for it. So it seems as if the Skye Estate is run down and has like at least the front facade of the estate has been not, I wouldn't say kept up, but like restored slightly. But there's a lot of work that still needs to be done. But something has been.
Does it look like the work is ongoing and active, or like it was completed previously?
No, ongoing and active.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, in a sense that like it looks like they finished opening up the front and the area, but you do see area like you just glancing in, not going too far in. You do see like there are like boxes of deliveries and things like that. You also see scaffolding and tarps and things like, but it's not like a huge endeavor at the moment. Like it's not like someone's doing a full renovation of the place. It looks like they're kind of piecemealing it bit by bit.
Okay. I will, once I've kind of scoped it out a little bit, I'll make my way toward the house.
All right. And then we'll fade to black, and we'll pick up from there when we join everybody else. October 7th at 9 p.m. Eastern time on YouTube at Playwords Studios and Twitch at Playwords Studios as well. And probably wherever you're watching this, there's a link for it as well. So do check us out then for our weekly episodes. So very exciting.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. And make sure to follow Goblin Katie at all the things Goblin Katie. There you go. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Katie. Appreciate your time today.
Thank you. I will see you later.